little rainy out there. How are things looking right now?
Yeah, still a bit rainy out there, Carmen. We're still tracking some wet weather on our first alert radar. So far, Meridian has picked up today close to 4/10 of an inch of rainfall, but there are some spots across the area that have picked up anywhere from a half an inch to around an inch of rain, just depending on where you're located. So the rain continues right now. As we look at our first alert radar, we still have quite a bit of rain coverage. If you are in places like Philadelphia, you're drying out quite a bit, but we still have some downpours found around Hickory, across portions of 20, heading towards Chunky, and even around Meridian. We have some moderate rainfall with the cluster of heavier rain that's going to be approaching the area shortly. We still have scattered showers anywhere from Bay Springs to Quitman. We also have a pretty good coverage of rain found throughout portions of Choctaw County as well, although it's a little lighter in nature. So here's the big picture. There is low pressure to our north. Here's a cold front. It's going to continue to make its way east with time, and we're going to continue to see this shift eastward as we head into tomorrow. Once we get behind the cold front, instead of having a southerly wind that's keeping us pretty mild this evening, going to have that north wind kick in, and it's going to become a bit breezy. So that's going to eventually lead to some colder air that's going to settle in as we head towards midweek. But here's a walkthrough again this evening. 11 o'clock still pretty active on the radar. That's what we're expecting as we head towards 3 a.m. on Wednesday. We'll still have a few showers, but for the most part, things wind down in terms of rain by the time we, let's say, start our day on Wednesday. But get ready for temperatures to shift. Today, Meridian hit a high of 60, and as far as tomorrow, we're going to have low 50s for highs, but that's going to be right after midnight. Temperatures will gradually fall throughout the day, but eventually landing into the upper 20s by Thursday morning. Highs will struggle to hit 50 on Thursday afternoon, and then we're going to have sub-freezing temperatures again by Friday morning before things start warming up as we head towards Friday and the weekend. But with the wind being a bit gusty, that's going to add that extra bite to the air. So for your Wednesday, we're going to have gusts that could get up to about 25 miles per hour, a little lighter for Thursday, but still we'll have winds sustained about, let's say, 5 to 15, maybe gusts up to 20 miles per hour, especially in the morning. So when you factor that in, we're already talking upper 20s. With the wind, it could feel like teens and low 20s. So we're heading back in that direction by Thursday morning. So you will want to practice cold weather safety before you go to bed on Wednesday night. Here's the big picture in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We're going to have this dip here indicating, again, we're exposed to some colder than average temperatures for, again, midweek, but things will shift as we head towards the weekend and into next week as a ridge of high pressure will take over. And that's going to be the theme next week. Warm and way more comfortable compared to what we're going to have, again, as we head towards Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning. But at least for now, before the colder air settles, it still feels pretty good. We have widespread 50s out there. The visibility isn't the best, though, because we're dealing with downpours, and some folks are even dealing with, again, just some fog. But overnight temperatures kind of flirting with 40. This could be about 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning where we have these lowest temperatures. So tomorrow's temperatures won't be traditional. Our warmest temperatures will be very early in the morning, cooler later in the day. Here's a 10-day forecast at 10. First alert for Thursday morning. Again, another dose of really cold weather, especially when you factor in the wind. But we'll be back up to 60s by Friday. A lovely weekend, thank goodness for that. And then next week, we have 60s and 70s for temperatures. So
there's
again, the
light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, the pattern will shift within 10 days.
I'm very, very excited to see those 6s and 7s back on the board.
Yes.
I mean,
so that makes the potential for freezing temperatures Thursday morning a little bit more tolerable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. There's hope.
Yeah,
there's hope. Because seeing those teens this past weekend, no, thank you. This is more my speed for weather.
So that's enough for the winter season.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Deidre.
No problem.
In construction.